Good morning, family. Good afternoon. Let's see, wait for everybody to be in. Kea and C, can you hear me? How has been your experience? How has been your experience practicing with the virtues? So, yeah, it's like, this is for me, just today. Okay, so it's a great pleasure to be here with you. Tomorrow he will not be able to be with us. So a warm for everybody, for the English speakers too, and thank everybody for being here. And by connecting with this virtual of integrating them and emitting them in our daily life. So we will today start with the virtue of generosity. Let's feel internal and we whisper to ourselves generosity. Let's breathe, connecting with the purpose of connecting with these virtues, integrating them and emitting them in our reality. Celestials, connecting with this presence, that beat of our heart grants us. Let's raise our frequency quality through this conscious breathing. Breaths that will connect the heart of the universe and the heart of the earth. Using the beats of the universe of the earth. Feel that we're part of everything. Without us, life would not be the same. Deeply be connected to the heart of the universe, the heart, and let's unify those energies in our heart. And we align with the purpose of this interconnection, this universal interconnection that is a purpose. Connect with this virtue with generosity and feel when in your reality, in your life, it has been present. It could be when you have been generous. Somebody has been generous with you. Feel internally how this virtue is originated, how it develops, how it manifests. How does it make us feel at an emotional level, at a mental level, and at a spiritual level? both when we are generous as when we receive generosity. Keep breathing, feeling those moments, feeling those gifts that life has given us. Connect to the people, to the situations where generosity has risen, and how your being was expanded by generosity. We have to understand that generosity is a spiritual virtue that goes beyond sharing of resources or material assets. It is an opening of the heart. We are with the disposition of giving without expecting anything in return. It is the simple fact of giving support, healing, comfort, love to others. Generosity transforms our relationships. It makes us connect with others. It raises us spiritually. We recognize that we are all connected, and we can have generosity towards ourselves. We can be generous with ourselves, generous with others, and we emit generosity as a path of spiritual abundance. Normally, we think that generosity is something that is directed to others. But the first step to be truly generous is being generous with ourselves. Give others from a lack position. Sacrifice can take to emotional and physical breakdown. And it's not generosity that flows from the heart, but more of a duty. When we take care of ourselves, when we nourish ourselves, and we value, then generosity flows naturally to others. That's the authentic way in which generosity flows, and it can sustain itself because it's not a burden, it's not a duty. Being generous does not, with ourselves, does not mean being selfish. From the start, it could sound and confuse ourselves that generosity towards ourselves, it is selfish. Some spiritual traditions say that we should get rid of our ego, but it's part of our image, of our spiritual image, united in you. We have to recognize that to give to others before I have to be well. like having a glass of water. Only when the glass is full, you can share the contents with others. You can have a glass, but if it's empty, you cannot give anything. Generosity with ourselves means giving time to reflect, to rest, to just program and taking your time and take into account your rhythms and meditate. Do I deserve to take care of myself? Love and abundance. Let's develop that balance, healthy balance between giving and receiving, allowing ourselves to be present for others, but from a place of fulfillment, of internal fulfillment. Generosity towards others can manifest itself in many ways. It's not a matter of giving material things, but a simple gesture, kind gesture, a word of support, the time that we dedicate to listen to others, the time that we share, that presence goes beyond sharing material resources. Important is not what you give, but the intention behind your giving. For example, a child comes with a drawing from school and it gives to his mother. It doesn't have material value, but it's full of magic, of light, of luminosity, because the act with which it has been done is magical. We don't have to confuse generosity with duty or with sacrifice. It has to be spontaneous. It has to be a natural expression, and it comes from that love and the compassion that you feel for others. When we give with an open heart without expecting anything in return, we create a connection energy and gratitude that goes beyond the material resources. Internally reflect, how can I be more generous with the people around me? Am I willing to give without expecting acknowledgement or something in return? And we will begin to be conscious of our daily activities, those small gestures that have a very profound impact on people, like a smile, a hug, a message of support. We can transform the day of that person and whisper to yourself internally, I choose My generosity creates authentic connections. When we give, we experience that genuine happiness, joy. Observe children that they have not lost their genuine joy when they give and when they receive, especially in this time of the year where their bodies transform as they are waiting to receive the presents because they are connected. This feeling of fulfillment reminds us that generosity is not only to benefit others, but to nourish our spirit. Anyone here that has been a mother or an aunt or an uncle, children are willing to receive that come out from the of parents, of and aunts, of a love. And many times we are more enthusiastic about giving the present to our children because we remember of giving. And this is what nurtures our spirit. And this will be reflected in our reality, like a connection of abundance with the universe. And even if it's very simple, when we give, we recognize that there's enough for everybody. And that when we share, we do not lose, we gain. And this act aligns us with the natural flow of giving and receiving. Every day, we open our hearts more, internally reflect. Do I believe in the abundance of the universe? Or I act from fear and lack? Connect for an instant with the capacity of generating this virtue of generosity, just as the universe has it. That's uninterested giving of life. How can I trust in the fact that when I give, I will also receive what I need? Not from my mind, but what I need from the heart and what the universe has for us. How can I trust more that I will receive what I need when I give? Connect with that transformational power that generosity has, that it helps us to release attachment to the material, cultivating a much wider vision of life. Surely we have all felt this virtue and feeling that when we share what we break those barriers of ego and we connect with something much bigger than ourselves. Internally reflect, whisper to yourself, to that ear in the heart. I trust the abundance of the universe. When I give, I open my heart to receive. I trust in the abundance of the universe. When I give, I open my heart to receive. And when generosity is practiced consciously, our being, our spirit expands, it lifts, and we are simple channels through which the love flows compassion. And each day we are more open, and we are a channel for the resources of the universe to flow through us, knowing that we are abundant. Breathe. Connect with that source of love, with that source of light. Reflect internally. How can I be more generous with myself and with others? And go within to get the answer. Prevents me from giving with the trust and confidence. Go into those inner spaces. What impact does generosity have in my life and the life of everybody around me when I act with this virtue, in this virtue? And remember that generosity does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be grandiose. Each small gift has the power of transforming the world. And when you choose be being generous, when you choose that the virtue of generosity be present in your life, you are choosing being a channel of love and abundance, creating an impact that goes far beyond what we can imagine. Feel how that generosity is anchoring deeper and deeper within you. Let generosity guide our thoughts. Let generosity guide our emotions. And let generosity guide our words. Let generosity guide our actions. Feeling how our path is illuminated and the path of everybody around us when we emit from this authentic generosity. When was the last time that I gave myself something that made me really happy? Feel and connect with that moment. What can I do today to demonstrate generosity towards myself? How often am I generous with others without expecting anything in return? In what way can I be generous today with someone, even with just a word, a gesture? What beliefs do I have around abundance? How do those beliefs influence my capacity of giving? How can I align myself more with the abundance of the universe to give with trust, with gratitude? What inspires me to be generous? How can I strengthen that motivation every day? Observe generosity as a reflection of love with ourselves, reflect of love and connection with others and the universe. Connect with transformational power, both on the one that gives and the one who receives. Breathe, feel your pulse, and relax your body. A comfortable position. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling how all your body fills with air. And exhale slowly, letting go of any concern, any tension, and let it be at your own rhythm. putting your attention in this present moment. Create a space, an inner space, so that you can store and cultivate generosity as a spiritual virtue. Imagine that space that begins to shine, begins and expand. And the light is the energy of the generosity that lives in you, waiting to be acknowledged, to be activated. With each inhale, feel that light growing, expanding, filling your chest with warmth, passion, and with each exhale, let go of any resistance, any judgment or belief of lack. Inhale, fill yourself with that warmth, warm and golden light, and exhale, eliminating any blockage in your capacity to give and receive. And feel that whisper of generosity lives in me. My heart is a channel of love and abundance. And feel how that golden light begins to glow from your heart out into all the cells in your body, filling you with that feeling of fulfillment, of openness, understanding that generosity is not something that you need to look outside of yourself, but it's an energy within you. Breathe, feel your life, your beat, and visualize a space, a beautiful and calm space, like a garden filled with life and brilliant colors. This garden represents the abundance in your life, the people that you love, the experiences that you have had, and the opportunities that you have received. Breathe all that golden light, warm light, and walk slowly through this garden and give yourself time to observe each detail. Feel how all that you can see is a reflection of the abundance that already exists in you. Internally reflect, what blessings are already present in my life? What can I be thankful for in this moment? And as you reflect on these questions, feel how the golden light expands even more, filling you with gratitude and acknowledgement of all that you have. internally, listening to that whisper. I am surrounded by abundance. I am grateful for all that I have, and I trust that there will always be enough. I am surrounded by abundance. I am grateful for all that I have, and I trust that there will always be enough. And now imagine that before you there's a person, you know, someone that needs your help, or maybe that you don't know that person. Remember that we are all connected. It could be an animal that comes into your life. I mean, it could be a simple bird you encounter on the street, and visualize that feeling surrounded by that golden light that flows from your heart. Connect with that person, with its essence, and feel on the deepest part of your heart, what can I do for you? What can I offer? Could be from a simple, kind gesture, a word of support, your presence, your time, or the intention of offering love and peace. Feel how the light of generosity flows towards that person, wrapping with warmth and positive energy. Internally, repeat to yourself, I share my light. I share my love without expecting anything in return. My generosity creates connection and breathe, wrap, relax. How from your being, those blessings from the virtue of generosity wrap that being and feel how the person receives your gift with gratitude. Feel how this act generates a flow of positive energy that comes back to you, fortifying your own light. Feel how when you give, you receive. It's an exchange. Breathe connecting in your heart with that golden light that wraps with warmth our life. Imagine how light expands even more, reaching the people that are around you. Feel all those people to which you are emitting this light of generosity. Feel how that light keeps on expanding and it will wrap the whole community, expanding more and more. Each time that I open myself, I open myself to be a channel through which abundance flows. Feel how you can expand that generosity to the whole world, to the different realms surrounding them with the light of generosity, the animal realm, the plant realm, the mineral realm, the human generosity energy connects all living beings in a web of light, of compassion, of love, of abundance. Feel how this connection fills you with peace. And remember that giving and receiving are those both aspects of a single flow, a universal flow. Whisper to yourself, I am part of an abundant universe. My generosity enriches my life and the life of others. I am part of an abundant universe. My generosity enriches my life and that of others. Feel the force, the power, and the confidence that it develops in you. Feel the power transforming the world that this virtue has. Breathe. Expand yourself. Visualize how this golden light is coming back to the center of your heart, becoming like a flame, a constant flame, a conscious flame. This flame that is a reminder of your capacity to give and receive with love and abundance. Relax your body. Feel that you are the lamp that carries that flame, and whisper to yourself, I choose to live with generosity. My heart is open to love and abundance. Breathe, convert, become the flame. That flame that gives the virtue of generosity. And feel how this energy is integrated into each part of your being, allowing yourself to to apply this virtue to every interaction, every thought, every feeling, reaction. Breathe. Feel how the pale light of this flame grows. And slowly bring your attention back to your physical body, feeling the contact with your body, with the surface you're on. Observe for a moment. Observe the abundance that you have around you. Connect with the normal rhythm of your breath and the calm that resides within you, in your own beat of life. Internally, you will be grateful to yourself for giving yourself this time, to dedicate this time to cultivate generosity. And remember, each act of generosity, even if it's small, has the power of connecting deep connections and transform lives, including yours. Slowly open your eyes and reach a conclusion about this virtue of generosity. What is your conclusion about this spiritual virtue of generosity? And take it to your heart. To integrate and imbue your reality with it, starting with yourself, Become generous towards yourself so that you can be generous with others. Remember that if a glass is empty, you cannot be generous with no one. First, have to fill the glass. Feel this interconnection that brings us together, and feel the merit that we are generating when we impact others' lives with this virtue. That energy, all that energy will give for the benefits of all beings, developing a strong conviction, motivation that this generosity will reach each being in the way that each being needs, like a shower of blessings of generosity. Thank you very much, family. And we go on, we go forward. And don't forget to practice generosity, okay? And today, connect. What are you going to give to yourself? How are you going to start or finish the day being generous with yourselves today? Don't wait. Today is the day to start being generous with yourselves. And if you can be generous with others, yeah, good, better. Even if you put just some water on the window for a bird, or watering a plant on the street, or smiling to a person, you have chosen to be a channel so that the flow of the abundance of the universe emanates on earth for all beings. No way going back. Gracias. Thank you for everybody. Okay. See you tomorrow.